made it.
We made it.
Made it to Friday.
Nobody
Made
cried.
it to the end of Friday, importantly. Evan, thank you for the one gifted. I think the membership tracker is still not working. God damn it, Streamlabs. God damn it, Streamlabs. I'll do it manually. Thank you, Evan, for the one gifted.
Dominello, do 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 do. Dominello, do 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 do.
Is the
It just flows.
Is the Vinny music like super loud now, or is it? Because it sounds like it's louder in here. And I think I might have just knocked my levels. Turn that down a bit like that. That sounds better. Okay, cool. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. It's been an okay day here. It's been all right. It's been all right. But it is Friday. It's after dark, right? And if you are new to the channel, new-ish to the channel, recent joiner of the channel, After Dark is not all that 40k related. Okay, it's like a bit related, essentially, because it's the reason why we're all here, right? Warhammer is the reason why we are all in the same room, hanging out in the same room, hanging out, chatting bollocks, and drinking things like mead. But it's not what we're going to be talking about. We talk about random stuff on the show. So Galahad, thank you for the one gifted. We talk about random stuff on the show on a Friday. And I had this idea yesterday afternoon for a show for tonight. If you were in charge of the channel for a month, go.
Oh.
Strong start.
If I was in charge for a month, I think I would turn one of the talking heads into like a radio show platform type show.
What do you mean?
Like proper segments,
Oh.
and maybe not quite a phone in, because how would we be able to screen that?
You can't.
But do something that's a bit more interactive. I'd leave After Dark. After Dark is far too casual, and I think people need the casual. But I would do one of the talking heads a bit more structured.
I don't think structure works for me.
And that's fine. That's why you run the show, and I just sit here.
Yeah, well, this is what you
With
would
my
do
hat
if you were in
tricks.
charge. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
I can't really comment on the actual games because I don't play. So
Yet.
yet.
Well, the thing is, the reason why this topic came up, the reason why this topic became a thing is because I think sometimes people think that we have a grand plan or an end goal. Maybe there's an end goal, but I'd say it's like super high level stuff. Maybe there's a plan. It's not really a grand plan, and it normally doesn't last more than 2 weeks before it changes. And I think people often think that, and I've been dicking around lately with concepts of other types of content, of making the channel a more rounded hobby channel, so including pre-recorded content, but instead of doubling down on more Warhammer 40k and more AOS, adding in other hobbies, tabletop games, trading card games, things like that. I've been thinking and umming and ahhing and figuring out how I can make other content look, and talking to my editor about the sort of things we could probably make for pre-recorded content. And I was like, but I'm like, the wind's in that direction today, so let's try that and see what happens. Because the thing is, YouTube changes its algorithm so consistently and so regularly that we can think we figured out. Oh, you rude bastard!
The unmined seam of team interviews, channel army rundowns, and sticking to what you're good at. Tabletop war games and chatting about them.
Thanks for the 5.
Less than 3.
Not entirely sure good at is accurate, but thanks, mate. Thanks for the 5, dude. And less than 3, of course. So I like, we just put a finger in the air and be like, I don't know what YouTube's doing. We think we know what the algorithm's doing, and then YouTube change it.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I was doing a month ago, and all my views and stuff have dropped off a cliff. But we're doing everything we were doing before, so I'm not entirely sure what's changed.
I also think people are easily swayed more than they used to be now.
Like shorter attention span.
I'm not sure it's the shorter attention span. I just think everything is a sweet shop now. The choice is too much, and people can be kind of smoked and mirrored far easier than they ever could be in terms of viewership.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Absolutely true. So I don't really know what we're doing. I have like loose ideas, and I have like loose like long-term plans. We had a person in the audience who will remain nameless because they have asked to be remained nameless. They've asked for complete anonymity. That was a word.
Anonymity.
Who donated via the PayPal link that still sits in the video description.
Oh, okay.
ID make it square-based shenanigans.
I thought you might, Dave. Thanks for the tea, dude. That's been a Dave joke for over 2 years now. Thanks, man. Thanks for the tea, dude. So Galahad is about to go off as well.
I'd use the Monday evening as a pre-recorded games night. Record during the week. Random board games, etc.
Like dominoes.
I think the old games are making a comeback.
Like dominoes?
Yeah.
And chess?
Competitive dominoes.
I don't think they've ever gone away, really, have they, to be fair?
Strip dominoes.
Strip dominoes. I don't think anyone needs to see that, and I'm not sure YouTube will allow it.
I don't know.
Our monetization might be turned off.
Smoke and mirrors.
Big titty goth girls in bikins to hold point cards.
In bikins?
Gotta see those bikins.
There's nothing better than a big titty goth girl in a bikin. So someone in our chat, who shall remain nameless, decided to go and find the PayPal link and donated the exact amount required to buy the Lego Barada. And I'm trying. I'm trying not to say the Welsh accent for you. Eye of Sauron Tower set thing, right? They specifically sent the money through for that particular item and said, "Say sorry to Luce, because now she can't stop it," which is true. And when someone does that, 9 times out of 10, this is a ridiculous request. I'm going to go and do what they've literally paid for, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah.
If someone was like, "Here's £1,000, step in front of a bus," I'd be like, "I'm sorry, no." But for that particular purchase, I was like, okay. So we literally went to the Lego store today in Southampton and picked it up because it was what it was donated for. And my creative juices got flowing, and I thought to myself, this could be content. Like, this feels like it's a hobby. It's something that's relevant to hobbying. It could be content. So I'm contemplating, and I spoke to my editor, I'm contemplating filming a build of that on the big table in the studio, because I've got the space, got the lights, got the camera angles, putting it together, sticking it out there, see what it does. It's a day, if I use a Sunday, which is my off day, to go sit there and build the bloody thing, because it will take a fucking day, I don't lose any time to any of our other content. It's additional, right? It's additional content rather than replacing anything otherwise. And then I was like, maybe we could add Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards and Bolt Action and fucking... There's so many different cool hobbies out there that exist. So many different cool hobbies out there exist. Perhaps there's a way we can dabble... Specifically when you look at things like Pokemon cards and stuff, like trading card games, Lego, etc., you don't have the time requirement as for example, building and painting a whole British Army for Bolt Action, or a whole horatory for...
Reduce, not remove, profanity to attract more subs.
Dorfin, I could. I don't know. I could. Thanks for the 2 dude. I think I could. I don't think I want to. I feel like if we reduced profanity to invite more subs, we'd be being dishonest.
Much like GW have the Make an Emperor model panic button to smash, surely Liam has a get loose to play 40k on stream button if views drop.
I mean, maybe. I don't think you'd ever would. I wouldn't do it for that reason, though. I wouldn't do the views have dropped, Luce, I need you on camera. That's not what I would do. Yeah. If Luce was like, I think it would be cool to do a series of learning 40k or learning AOS, then and we can make it into an interesting series that's also quite entertaining, then I'd do it 100%. But if it was in case of emergency break glass, I wouldn't do that. I don't believe in that. Because once you've done that once, you don't have that emergency again. Yeah. Right? I feel like some people do that with... I feel like we've seen this a few times with things like the mental health card. People go, break glass, make a mental health video, everyone feels sorry for me. And then 6 months later, break glass again, and everyone's like, hang on a minute, you did that 6 months ago. I feel like it takes away from some of what is the important messaging around things like mental health, for example. It's the same as if I broke glass to put you on stream to play 40k, 6 months time views drop again. I'm not just going to wheel Luce out again. She's in a straight jacket.
Nice spike in the cabinet, not painted Warhammer.
It's Lego, isn't it? I needed to put something in there because it looked so empty. It's not painted Warhammer. I won't put any Warhammer in there that's not painted. So that's going to sit there for now, just to put something in there because it was so empty.
I know you hate shorts, Thor. Pirate Software says the best way to do shorts is to untick the box so it plays to non-subscribers. If not, it spams your sub who aren't online and it kills your algorithm.
I don't know what that means. Untick the box so it plays to non-subscribers. I don't know what that means. Thanks, Gallagher, for the 10. I don't know what that means. I don't think I have that option for shorts to have that kind of box. We've got shorts that have like 100,000 views. So we've done shorts. And, you know, mostly they get views. They do. They bring in subs. But the subs that they bring in don't watch any of the other content. They just watch shorts. And then that way it kind of becomes a bit of a pointless exercise, really. No playlist. Title. No, it's not made for kids. Show more. There's no paid promotion. Is any of the following? No. Automatic chapters, yes. Automatic places, yes. Automatic concepts. Allow embedding. Allow video and audio remixing. Comments and ratings on. Comment moderation off. Show how many viewers like this video. Yeah, I don't have that button. Doesn't exist. It's literally not a thing. It's not a thing. So, editor analytics. Yeah, it's not a thing. Doesn't exist. I don't have that button. Thanks for the 10 though, dude. Mordiammer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Fucking legend.
I think if I was to go on camera on a game, I'd want to be taken seriously and not just a gimmick. So I'd need to actually learn something forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
Which will take forever. So that by the time I'm on camera, people can turn up and be like, oh, boobs on stream, and get all the perverts in. And then I'd quickly bore them to tears because I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they'd fuck off. So then we'd get the numbers back.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think that's probably the only capacity I'd want to go on camera in.
That's fair. There is a little part of the elusive voice in the background that no one knows the face of that's quite appealing, I think.
Yeah.
There is that too.
Yeah.
None of you know what she looks like, really. It could be a complete troll. Yeah. Absolute Bergen.
I might not look like how I look at all. Sound like how I look. I know what I mean.
Look like how you sound.
It's Friday. I'm very tired.
It is Friday, yeah. You should get yourself a little drink. It's lovely on a Friday evening.
No, I don't need. No.
Yeah, I need to go to sleep in no time at all. Also, we had something else sent in, by the way. This was sent in to us by Mr. the Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, they're incredibly sour sweets. I've never heard of them before. How many did he fucking buy?
Are these from Ipswich?
Ippers.
Ippers Massive.
Are they from Ippers?
Do you remember when we used to refer to Ipswich as
Ippers?
Ippers Massive?
Yellow Fever.
I was only teasing, although learn to play could be fun, much as my other suggestion that in a panic you could switch to a gardening with loose channel.
Yeah, well, Kai wants a fucking baking channel. Martin wants a gardening channel. I don't know how many of you actually really care about Warhammer. So we have 4 flavors here, right? From Mr. Sim's Sweet Shop, which is in Stafford, actually, not in Ippers. Okay. Bubonic Berry, which are the green ones. The Sims Super Sour Cherry, which are the red ones. The Yellow Fever, which are the yellow ones. And then these ones, the Black Death Ultra Sour Exclusive.
Oh, thank you.
Right? So, I feel like membership goals here.
What? Watch Liam's face turn inside out?
Yeah. I feel like if we get to like 100 members, I'll have a Black Death Ultra Sour.
Do you know who'll have one?
If we get to 200, Luce will have one.
James will have one of those.
200 members, you'll have one?
No.
200 members, Luce?
No. No. I'm not an idiot.
What's the number then?
Why would I? There isn't one.
What's the number? Come on, play the game.
No.
You're part of the team.
Which one's is that a strawberry one?
The red ones are the slightly sour cherry.
The slightly sour?
Yeah.
Does anything sound milder than that?
Or you've got the bubonic berry or the yellow fever.
No, I'll go for the slightly sour cherry.
The slightly sour cherry, yeah.
I would set up 3 large low TR tables representing one moment in each film. Then we would alternate watching a film, then playing that film's scenario.
That's fucking cool as fuck, guys. I'm here for that. So if we get to, how many to get for you to have a slightly sour on 200 members?
I'll have one for free. They sound all right.
That doesn't work like that!
Yes, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not having one of those
You
black
don't.
abominations.
Why don't you play the game with me here?
No! Because your games are stupid. That's why.
Sam says they're not as bad as you think.
Right.
It's notify subs box. Tick it off. I don't have that box.
No need to explain yourself, Luce. Your current input is great, although some of your facts are somewhat questionable, just as your choice in men.
Fuck off, bye.
I didn't hear all.
Some of your facts are questionable, just as your choice in men. Robert Clock, thank you for the 1 gift of membership, you legend. I want to taste these, but we're gonna make you work for it, chat.
I'll have a red one.
You want a slightly sour one
I'll
now?
have a slightly
You want one now?
Yeah. Slightly sour.
We're supposed to make them pay for this.
No. Chat don't have to buy, my love. They know this. Are they like bonbons?
I'm struggling to get into the fucking thing right now. This is probably nice. Nice noise, isn't it? Bit of asthma.
Ooh.
Some lemon sherbet.
They're kind of like... It kind of glows. Should it glow?
Yeah. Yeah, slightly sour.
I don't know.
I misread it actually. It says super sour.
You fucker.
Your face.
You fucking asshole. They're horrible.
That barely touched your tongue before it came straight back out again.
I've never had so much saliva in my mouth at one time. That's horrible.
That was in out. No time at all. The face was incredible. I wish you could have seen that. The face was incredible. Sorry, it said super sour. I misread it.
The flavour's everywhere. Every time I lick my lips, I'm in shock of it.
I would like some lemon sherbet.
Oh, thank you, Cigar, for the 5. Oh my god. That was worth it. It's your own fault for not playing the game, alright? Should have made that 200 members. That serves you right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry you couldn't see that. That was one of the best moments. Her eyes are watering as well, by the way. Cheers, chat. Is it really that bad?
Do you want it?
I'll have it.
No. No, you're a knob.
I can't really crunch it on stream, though. Unless you're going to talk and I'll mute the mic.
No. You have to... like that.
They are pretty sour. Despite the fact it only says slightly sour.
My mouth instantly filled with saliva. That's crazy.
Honestly, your face was a picture. It was so good. When you did that cam to see her face, you did, yeah, honestly. It was... Oh my god.
Does
The
it
funny
say
thing was-
slightly?
Well, no, it says super. When I first read it out, I read out super. And then you decided you weren't going to play the game.
Right.
So I changed the word to slightly.
You're a knob.
To tease you into tasting one. Because of Dragons, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a legend. Rumble Clock, thank you for the 1. Moosey Boy, thank you for the 1 gifted. You're amazing. We're on 14 now, chat. I'll update it. These are actually quite nice.
No.
James would love one.
No, I don't think he would now. I think he'd cry. I think you'd make an 11-year-old cry.
Should we bring him in and...
No.
Content, innit?
No.
No? I bloody love sour sweets. Only once had the one that turned my face inside out. I reckon these would do it, to be fair. These ones are the only ones that go... Wait, actually, no, hang on. These ones and in fact, all of them bar the green ones. So you should have had a green... Oh, no, they've got it too. They've all got a sticker on that says, warning, not suitable for children under 8 years of age. They legit, they've got a sticker on it.
What's in them?
Kodak moment. I wish if Luce wasn't sat there naked, in a dressing gown, I would have had a camera on her face for that moment. It was absolutely fucking priceless. I've never seen you spit anything out so fast in all my life.
Wow.
Sorry, chap. That was for my entertainment. You didn't get to see it. I've had a great night. I sort of did the same thing with my missus who hates spicy things. Try this vindaloo. It's not that spicy. It's actually quite bland. Holy hell, I almost got castrated. I mean, I'll pay for that later, Kai. Don't you worry. I'd like to give one of these to Joe and watch him on stream, but he's been really unwell lately, so I might have to wait a while. He did, however, take a COVID test this morning, team, and it was negative. He's no longer pregnant with COVID. So
TV or movie watch-along party.
I don't know if we can do that on YouTube. I don't know how we do that on YouTube. I don't think we can do it on YouTube. I think we just get cancelled. I think we have to do that on, like, Discord or something. Although, today, chat, Luce finally negotiated to watch the Lord of the Rings films. Didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Hmm?
But I feel like it can't be an evening thing because I'll be too tired.
Mate, Saturday afternoons with the kids. They're gonna watch it too. It's an education.
That could work.
It's a moviecation.
It just can't be like sitting down once the boys are in bed and then starting it. It can't. It's too late.
No. It's 3.5 hours. I spoke to Paddy about this yesterday, who had to get his wife Ola to watch the films, and he had to get her to watch all of the films in 40-minute chunks.
Okay.
So it took them like 3 weeks to get through them in the evenings or whatever, but they did 40-minute chunks.
Did she just find it too much?
I don't know. But she watched it.
That's a good idea. I might borrow that idea.
Joe has finally birthed the COVID. Yeah, he's COVID-free this morning. Still feels shit. Was doing, his words was doing like about the house tasks, and was sweating profusely. But he's moving about, and so he's on the mend. He wants to be back next week. He really wants to be back next week. I said to him, because we've got Peachy on Tuesday.
I think I'd add a Joeton Makes show, 1 to 2 per month.
That sounds good. Joeton Makes. I thought about doing that for like terrain and stuff. Joe Makes terrain in my view. So, I love that, but thanks for the tea. Basically, by the way, what I did with the stream was I was like, I just let them be a super chatting think tank for me.
Okay.
So it can be serious or it can be nonsense. If it's nonsense, we laugh. If it's serious, I'm like, oh, it's saved. So yeah, so he wants to be back on Tuesday. Or I said to him, we'll wait and see. So I want him back on Tuesday because Peachy's there. But if he's not up to a drive for an hour and 10 minutes there, finishing at 10:30 at night, an hour and 10 minutes back, then I won't ask him to do it. I've got a duty of care to him. So I'll be like, stay at home, paint at home.
Are the corners of your mouth getting sore yet?
No, it's all right. I won't lie, the first hit is a powerful one.
I'm not going back in
What
again.
I want tonight is to end on 99 members. I don't want to put a black one in my mouth. But yeah, tables.games are really lacking heals nowadays. Joe doing light tasks and sweating profusely, back to normal. 100%, yeah, absolutely. Next week will be the Warcry screen. Yeah, next week is Warcry on Tuesday. I love Titans, but they're down at the moment too. In my opinion, Liam's vulgarity isn't the problem. Thanks for calling it vulgarity. Some are just less inspired by the state of 40k. I think that's probably partly true, yeah. I think I could do with diversifying anyway, to be honest with you, because at the moment all of our eggs are in the Games Workshop basket. So I think we could lean into being more of a rounded hobby channel. The streaming won't change. That's our bread and butter. That's our core. So doing the 6 to 7 streams a week, the Monday to Friday evenings, the Tuesday and Thursday daytimes is not going to change anytime soon, unless we see, if we get to the point where Thursdays are bringing in 3 live people and 2 members, then it's worth changing, right? But right now, at least, there's no reason for that to ever change. This would be additional stuff. So, like, Kyle's super into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. It's a card game.
Yep.
He's super into card games. I was talking to him recently about diversifying content, and he wants to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. And I was like, put a content plan together, pitch it to me. And if you pitch it to me and it's interesting, I'll say yes. And if it's not interesting, I'll say no. So pitch it to me and see if you want to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Joe's super into Magic. We could do more in terms of like terrain building and generic painting that doesn't have to be specific to Warhammer 40k or to AOS. You know, like how to paint ruins is relevant to so many different game systems. Mm-hmm. You can apply it to Lord of the Rings. You can apply ruins even, or ruined buildings to things like bolt action. So there's so many things we could do, right? We've got a 3D printer in the studio. When we do the Thanes day, so when we do the Thanes Spearhead weekend, Gaz is coming down and he's going to help me set the printer up. We could lean into printing stuff and how that looks and how you can make your own terrain. And there's lots of things we can do to make it a more rounded hobby channel. That means we can focus on lots of other things and we don't then essentially tie ourselves to GW. Although our core content will always be GW at the moment, we won't tie ourselves to that. We can look into Magic. We can look into... I've got Star Wars Legion, Star Wars Shatterpoint. I love Star Wars. I don't love it as much as Lord of the Rings, but I love Star Wars. We've got their quick, easy games to get up tabletop ready and play games like that as well. I think if we go down the pre-recorded route, none of this is going to be live. Almost none of this will be live. We've already got saturation for live on the channel. I don't think we need any more live. No. And if we bring in another live stream, all we're going to do is dilute where the revenue comes from. I don't feel like the revenue will increase. It will just dilute it. That is... To say that I mean, there is an argument to say that if you're doing frequent live content around Magic, you might then bring in different viewers and you might actually increase revenue. But we would need to build that core audience first, and to do that, we would need to do pre-recorded content. A D&D evening would be amazing. Again, D&D, I feel like we haven't got the space to make this stuff work live. But D&D, I've never played D&D. Luce has done some light DMing for the children, for a children's version.
It's D&D.
Is it? Do you find it fun, or is it because the children are like me and they're wild autists, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like my biggest problem with the D&D thing would be my imagination.
I do have a salty player at the table.
Is it the eldest?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's hard to manage.
In what way?
Because he is a stickler for the rules, regardless that the other player is 7. So then when I'm, I'll say dungeon mastering in air quotes because I'm also very new, trying to keep something really immersive for James and trying to get Ben to still catch my drift on it all can be really hard. There's a lot of stopping and starting, so you lose the momentum and you kind of lose the imagination that you're in. But there's definite potential, and it's definitely got legs because they both come up with ideas. And what's really sweet is when the boys are playing together, Ben's usually the first to die because he's very good at making poor choices with his character. And James is the one that always comes up with, but wait, there's a potion behind here. It's a rejuvenation potion. I'm going to give it to Ben. So then Ben goes, hooray, I'm not dead. And I go, right, this time, Ben, don't cast...
As he's running at the dragon.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, so, and it's really sweet to kind of get siblings to figure out that they do actually love each other quite a lot and they don't want to see the other one upset. So that's really sweet. But then when Ben accidentally bends the rules, James is straight back into, that's not the rule, and you know that's not the rule. And then I have to be mum of, yes, but he's 7 and he was just crying 10 seconds ago because he ran at the dragon. So can we just let him have it? No.
Anyway, the other problem with D&D, that all sounds cool, but the other problem with D&D for us is getting 4 or 5 people around the table at the same time. It's hard, right?
The real world and shift work.
Joe's full time,
Yeah.
so that's fine. I can get Joe around the table. Kyle works Monday to Friday. Very difficult. I stream every evening, so unless I pull him in on a weekend day, but then I have to pull Joe in on a weekend day. Joe doesn't work weekends. Joe works Monday to Friday. So then there's a misalignment straight away there between Kyle and Joe. Brom works Monday to Friday and probably wouldn't play D&D. I don't feel like Brom's a D&D player. Okay, so he's out. Paddy also works Monday to Friday, also almost definitely not a D&D player. So at the moment the pot's getting quite thin. Eddie says he loves D&D, but fuck him. So it's just me, Joe and Kyle if we can get them to align. And then we would need to find a couple of other people to play it. So I don't think D&D's going to work.
What did you think to the new LOT art trailer?
I haven't seen it. For what? So yeah, I feel like D&D is a great concept. Like we get thrown D&D all the time, and I feel like it's a great concept. And I feel like if the stars ever aligned and all the lads were into it, and we could get everyone in the room, we probably would have a great laugh. If you imagine if we had the whole team sat around the table with beers playing D&D, I feel like that would be fucking hilarious. It's just not going to happen. We're just not going to get all of them around the table doing that.
I have really similar little daydreams of a few kids that I've met in home ed that I think I really do think they'd like this, and the boys get along with them great, but because of the brain breaks that are required, I worry that adding more people to the table, it would just become this huge frustration.
Yeah. I feel like for it to work for content, you need like 5 people, 5 or 6 people, and I feel like we need everyone around the table. And for our vibe, we'd all need to have mugs of mead or beer.
Yeah.
And it's just the stars just aren't going to align at the moment. You know, if we had like Lawrence gets away with his team because they're all full time, they all work for him. So if he goes, right, everyone, it's D&D on Monday afternoon, they've all got to be there. It's a job. That's what they do. We have Joe who's full time, and everyone else is a volunteer. So we're not really going to make it work anytime soon. I'm not saying it's a no. Like I absolutely, genuinely believe at some point we could bring it in the future. I just don't think it's going to be soon. And I think for us to also make it actually entertaining and interesting, because I've watched some D&D in the past and I found it dull as fuck to watch. I think for us to actually make it entertaining, it's going to have to be like Beerhammer, whilst we're sat there drinking beers, being silly. That makes an extra level of complexity for getting the team around the table, because everyone's got to get there, get home, you know.
Yeah.
So, mind you, having driven in out of town today, you could probably drink 25 pints and drive better than some of those people.
Oh, there's something in the air today.
Yeah, there is, yeah. So, War of the Rohirrim, it's weird. What is it? Is it game or series or... What's that? Joe is on Joe time. I've changed the membership target, by the way. So, as a sour sweet, the slightly sour... You just knocked your cable.
I'm sorry, chat.
The slightly sour...
What was that?
the slightly sour cherry one was actually pretty sour. I can see why your face went the way it went. Would you like to try any of the other colours that's not black?
Well, you said that was the mildest one. I know
It
you
wasn't.
lied.
No, it wasn't mild. It says super sour. It says super sour. Bubonic berry, super sour cherry, yellow fever, black death, ultra sour.
Bubonic berry. No thanks. No thanks.
What about yellow fever?
Has that got some kind of molasses in it then that raises the temperature?
I haven't got a clue, babe. I don't know what's in them. It doesn't give you the fucking ingredients. It just tells me don't give them to kids.
Bubonic berry.
Please consume within 6 months if you can last that long. For ingredients and information, please visit mrsims.co.
mrsims.co?
Yeah. Cartoon? Oh, I'm not interested then. If it's animated, I'm not interested. Take a sweet to apologise for knocking the cable.
No. No.
Yeah. If it's, I'll be honest with you, chat. If it's animated or cartoon, I won't watch it. So it's irrelevant me watching the trailer. It's not something I'll do.
Right, hang on. What fizzy and sour?
Hey, what? I don't know. I can't see the screen.
Would you say Oh, here they are. Okay. Yellow fever. What's in yellow fever?
Narcotics. Get a paddling pool, fill it with jelly. Kai, I can't. I can't keep reading that. Anyway, we need more ideas for the channel if you're going to be in charge of it. We also need more of these. 140 people watching right now. If every single person gifted 5 members, I'd have to eat a black one.
Yeah, so the yellow fever will raise your temperature. Because molasses, which is the zingy thing that is in most things like brown sauce, the little zingy thing makes your cheek curl, that's malic acid, which raises your temperature a bit and makes like
I don't
your
want the
face
science.
twitch.
I just want to eat the sweets.
I don't want to sweat in my dressing gown, thank you very much.
Well,
no thank you to yellow fever.
How do you cope being this close to me then? There was a series of End of the World RPG by Final Fantasy Games, including a zombie apocalypse. You play yourself and start at the table. An RPG when the world ends, giving yourself stats is fun. Luce is somehow making sweets dull.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my superpower. How to bore food.
I'm going for my manpa tomorrow.
Your manpa?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to do the boys and manpa.
Corner Ed, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You fucking legend. Up to 19. 19 is better than 14.
So the one you just had malic acid in as well. Did you feel yourself getting a bit hot?
No.
My cheeks would have gone.
Your face was so good. And you swore at me immediately as well.
Asshole.
Soulbound, the AOS RPG, is one of my favourites at the moment. Well, on a fully serious note, Liam, a GW spin-off game prior to a main game as a narrative day once a month would be very fun. Narrative kill team that affects the 40k game, matching factions. I feel like I'm not that good at planning that kind of stuff. To be honest with you. I've got PDFs for the 40k D&D game if you need them. I don't think we're going to touch it. I'll be honest, I'll be straight up with you, chat. I like the idea of D&D. We're not going to get to it anytime soon. It's just we're not going to get the stars to align to get multiple people in the studio to film anything in the way of D&D for anything more than a single session. And even then, it is highly unlikely we'll get them in for a single session. So, as much as I appreciate that everyone keeps saying D&D to us all the time, the reason why it hasn't happened is because it's not going to happen because we just can't make it work.
The bubonic berry ones have a food colouring in that is banned in Austria, Belgium, France, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland and Germany. The UK use it to restricted levels.
I think you know it's good. I think you know you've got the good stuff.
No thank you to bubonic berry.
What about the black one?
Definitely not. Why would you?
One of each in your mouth at the same time, you can have 50. Are we still talking about the sweets, Carl?
I don't want to die.
Collaborative pre-recorded is the way to go to bring in new viewers. This I think is likely a fact. Spread the love passively.
Yeah, possibly. The thing is, at the moment, if I get people in for collaborative, I do sagas because I prefer doing sagas because it's more my style. Collaborative games is... are people a little bit bored of watching tabletop war games, though? I feel like it had this gynophorous spike during COVID because people couldn't play themselves. And I feel like, I don't know if it's the game of 40k or whether it's because AOS is less popular, but I feel like the vibe is that people just aren't that bothered about watching pre-recorded games anymore. Liz B, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. I think I've seen before, thank you.
What about the new co-op, solo play option GW are pushing at the moment?
Well, we'd look at that. We've never played Kill Team before on the channel. We'd absolutely have a look at that. I like, if depending on how the solo play or co-op works, co-op specifically, I like the idea of co-op being something we could use in a chat plays type format where the 2 co-op players are playing against chat. But I need to see the rules to see if we can make that work. That's why you need to, like, that could be a thing. You just eat one of each of them and you can have 50. Does the one over the sour cherry one, the super sour cherry one already count though? Carl, do I have another one of those? Because I'm conscious that for 50 members, what everyone else gets is on stream the whole time, right? And I'm not sure I'm giving everybody else value at that point. How would you and Joe going to a VR place and playing Space Marine 2 and doing a review? Oh, we're going to be playing on the channel anyway, I think. So I don't like VR. I don't get the VR thing.
All I hear is the headaches that people get when they use VR headsets. The headaches.
Yeah, I don't get the VR thing. I've also never used one, but I have no desire to. I enjoy watching your games and play on because the people more than the games. Which means we can play anything though, right? Or if you're going to enjoy it, it's not fun, make Luce do it. She won't. Trust me, Carl, if you'd have seen the face when the first one went in, there's no way we're getting another sour sweet anywhere near Luce's face.
Nope. And what does no mean? No means
Sometimes.
no.
No means maybe. My marriage has taught me anything. No means maybe.
No means no.
I don't think it should be games. Learn to paint with you, Luce and Suggs or Liam on tour at XYZ Studio, etc.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing as well is I'm not. Again, I think that's a great idea. I genuinely, legit think that's a great idea. But we're also a small enough channel at the moment that no one really gives a fuck. So we've got Peachy coming back on Tuesday. Somehow, when he came the first time, down the first time, we made such a good first impression that he really wanted to come back, and that's absolutely flattering. There's a number of people that I've reached out to that have sort of said yes, and then they've never actually planned a date with me. And then I'm now talking about the channels that are significantly bigger than us. And there's a few times we've reached out to these people and be like, "Hey, do you fancy it? Hey, do you know, yeah, let's do it." And then we never get a date out of them. I think it's just a big enough
Trim
story.
down battle reports so you can watch it in a lunch break.
So this is something we're looking at working on. Again, spoken to the editor about this as a plan in the future. Need to work out a workflow that works for the editor, because actually so in my opinion, pre-recorded battle reports that are worth watching aren't done with a single camera held in your hand, waving it around as you walk around the table. I fucking hate that kind of content, and I made it for years and I hated making it. And I've got to a point recently where I'm like, I'm not going to make content that I don't like or that I wouldn't want to watch. I refuse. I won't do it. So handheld content with a camera or a phone, I'm not making that anymore unless it's like a literal rough vlog. Handheld phone vlogging, cool. That's kind of the point of vlogging. I still would rather not use the phone. I'd still rather use a better camera. But like that's fine. That's about the only time you'll see handheld camera stuff from us nowadays, because I really don't like that format. I don't like it at all. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's fine for battle reports." I'm sure you think it is, and I have no problems with you guys watching that content. I have no problems with that at all. I have no desire to ever make that because I think it's shit. So to make good battle reports for YouTube, where we trim it down to something that's less than an hour for people to consume on a lunch break, we need to work a workflow. That means when I dump all the footage in the folder for my editor, he can work out what the fuck we've done and make something of it, right? Because then it's reasonable, right? Then it becomes a decent piece of content based on the fact that our editor is also based an hour and a half away or 2 hours away. So he's not going to be coming down every time we film a battle report, because he's also got his normal job, because we're not in a position at the moment to pay an editor on staff. And I don't think we'll be in that position for a very long time. So if we can make it work for an editor and have a workflow that makes sense, when I dump all the footage in our folder and upload all the footage to the folder, and he goes, "This all makes sense, this is cool," then at that point there is a possibility that we start putting together pre-recorded content. But again, I stress, to film pre-recorded content, Joe's going to have to come into the studio another day a week. At the moment, Joe comes to the studio Tuesdays and Thursdays. What do we do Tuesdays and Thursdays? We do a Liam and Joe show at lunchtime. We then reset the studio and do the game show in the evening. We don't have time on a Tuesday and Thursday to film a game of 40k, because filming a game of 40k takes about 4 fucking hours. Because not only are you playing a full game of 40k, but you're also filming the fucker at the same time. So it takes like 4 hours, which means Joe would have to come in the studio on a Monday or a Friday to film a game of 40k in the afternoon, which takes 4 or 5 hours to film. Which means with his travel time, it takes him 6 to 7 hours at the very least to drive to the studio, film the game and drive back. That means he loses a whole day of painting. And then when a new codex drops, like Blood Angels or Custodes, and we've got loads of new models to paint and they're not done, you'll be like, you're not showing the new models. Well, we can't, because Joe had to drive to the studio to film battle reports, which means he didn't have painting time. The problem we have is we have 2 members of staff. So a lot of the stuff that people are like, do this, do this, do this. I'm like, cool, if you're tabletop tactics level with 6 people on staff, you can do all that.
Yeah.
You can. They literally have 3 people filming a battle report with another person sat next door editing at the same time. They've got a person in the paint room painting armies. They can do that. I've got Joe. And Joe is a fucking incredible human, but he's not a superhuman. When you mentioned kill team and getting views from the right places would need a handheld. I'm not using handheld camera. I've just said that. I'm not using handheld cameras. It's not being done. Handheld camera footage on battle reports looks dog shit. Have you considered D&D? Fuck off, Kai. If you have the studio at home in the garage, it might be easier. Yeah, maybe.
Do you regret the studio?
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also now I have the garage as the garage where my bikes are in, and I've got the airbrush booth in there as well. That's now permanently set up as an airbrush booth, which wasn't before because that's where the deck sat.
Yeah.
Where the producer sat. The amount of time I've spent sat in there with the airbrush going and something on the TV.
This handheld content you made for years, was this GW related, or are you talking about something else, Liam?
Pornhub.com. No, it's it was all 40k related. It was bat reports, and I hated them. I hated them. I keep thinking about how I can set up a high professional looking handheld rig of some sort to use for live streams. What I've actually done is I've bought the bits at the moment to build my old arm, my old robotic arm up. Do you remember?
No.
We had a robotic arm in the studio that used to go up and down in the garage. It was remote controlled. Anyway,
What?
we had a robotic arm in the garage, which was a remote controlled arm, and the camera would up that, and you could make it move.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Okay, sorry, I misheard. I thought you said robot arm.
So what I'm going to do is I've got that I'm building onto a slider, that I'm building onto 2 tripods, that I'm building onto wheels. Right, I'm building quite the contraption. Mm-hmm. And then what I can do is I can wheel it into the table, then use the arm and move the camera into position and then film from there. So I'm not hand holding it, because the thing I hate the most as well, when people got their cameras is like this. I'm fucking getting seasick watching you, honestly. So if I can put the arm in and then I can glide the arm in nicely and hit the record button, or do it live where I can because I've got the flexibility of the arm, I've got all these different angles I can move it to, and because it's balanced, because it's a weighted arm, we can put the angle in and go, cool, Brom can switch that camera now. He switches that camera, we've got that angle. Then I can move the arm up around here, switch that camera, we've got a different angle. So that one contraption should give us a bunch of freedom for getting in close and looking at things that are going on the tabletop. And it's not handheld, because I hate handheld. So, doubles up as a sex thing is what I'm... Well, this my intent is to make this work. Failing that, I've got a couple of other options and ideas in my head. But because I'm also, to get this contraption to work, I'm also going to have to wirelessly transmit the HDMI from the camera to the computer. Because otherwise, having a cable on an arm that moves around is just not going to work.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to need to transmit the signal. But sounds very OnlyFans. You lot are fucking not helpful. My new members here says 24 and I've put 21 on. Have I miscounted? 1, 2, 7, 8, 13, 14, 24. Oh, I did it wrong. 24. I told you short there, chat. Didn't mean it that way. I meant the kill team takes a long time when having to set up tripods, right? Yeah, 100% it would. Yeah, it would take ages to do it really nicely. Again, for pre-recorded that isn't outside, that isn't hand cam stuff. I need to find an efficient workflow, because if I don't find an efficient workflow, then essentially what's going to happen is I'm gonna if I put together a show that's an inefficient workflow. Once we've done 10 episodes, I will be sick to death of doing that way of filming, and I won't want to do it anymore. And consistency is hard for me anyway because of my ADHD brain. So consistency is always hard for me. If it's a thing I don't enjoy doing because the workflow is complicated or difficult, I won't keep doing it. And then you guys will go, oh, I like this new show. This new show's really good. And then you're like, why have you stopped it?
I saw this chap online who had camera glasses on and a camera gimbal on his waist. Plenty of motion involved, but he seemed happy with the result.
Kai says, I think the winner would be D&D using handheld cameras on Twitch. Fuck you. Your show's about people, not GW. Well, that's the hope, mate, right? Hang on, that's the absolute hope. This is why we're looking at bringing in maybe trading card games and bringing in like Star Wars Legion and Shatterpoint, all that kind of stuff, because I don't think it matters what we're playing. If I'm honest with you, I think that doesn't make a massive difference. So if the team, basically, if the guys are passionate about something, I'm gonna to some extent try and enable them to make something of it that we can put out there, and then we'll do trial periods. So let's say Joe launches a, I don't fucking know. Let's say Joe launches bolt action content because he really loves bolt action, right? Let's say he does that. We'll give it a 6-month trial period. And if after 6 months it's doing absolutely nothing, we'll stop. We won't put any more effort into it. If it's doing incredibly, cool, keep going, Jay. Right? Oh, I mean, that's how it's going to work. Handheld sounds great until your paddy has forgot to switch it off when you go for a piss.
Only flans with Lucy's Baking Company.
Only flans is yeah. Only flans is Kai's new idea for your business venture.
Oh, is it?
Only flans, yeah.
Only flans.
I was a fan of that pun. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't have bread. You'll have to have toast.
Those 2 houses. Mine's the one in the middle.
Kai's got a beautiful Welsh accent as well. He thinks it's a personal attack. He thinks it's a personal attack right now.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Bore da.
Bore da. Whose coat's that jacket? I know. If I was in charge, I'd get Eddie back and throw pennies at him after you've warmed them up with a lighter. That's what, yeah. Is a pre-recorded Champion of Chaos reboot out of the question? Yeah, probably. The thing is, right? Opinions about what went down last year aside, completely aside, that series of videos I was involved in was 0% my idea. It wasn't my idea. It wasn't my invention. I didn't come up with any of it at all. The other individual came up with all of it, and I partook in the series. I feel like to replicate that series again for a second time round isn't, what's the word? There's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of it.
Do I get a clue?
It's just, if I'm basically stealing an idea that someone else has done before and then replicating it myself, it's not dishonest. It's
disingenuous.
Maybe. No. I don't know. There's a word. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I began with a P.
P?
Yeah.
Perverse. No.
No. When you pass someone else's work off as your own.
Plagiarized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to some extent, it would be. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah. I'd feel like it isn't the right thing to do. You know. I don't think that's. I'd feel wrong essentially copying someone else's format that they had invented completely. And then decided to pass it off as content on my channel because it did well before. Like, I don't think that's fair. Irrespective of what happened in the breakup, I don't think that's fair, and I won't do it. I don't think that's cricket. Which is exactly what Dave and then David Googles just said. Yeah, I don't. You know, I'm not. The series was great. I'd love to be able to replicate it. I don't think it would be fair to do that on my channel and put that out as content.
Only cans is what we got last night when Paddy forgot to turn his mic off.
Yeah.
There.
Well, it was also Brom. Paddy,
was it?
Paddy left the studio to go to the bathroom and said to
can.
Brom, mute me, Brom. And Brom didn't mute him because Brom is great at talking, not listening.
Right.
And Brom didn't mute him, so.
I thought you meant cans as in like he'd gone to the fridge and opened the can right in front of his mic.
Yeah.
But he went to the can.
Went to the can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Went to the John, yeah. Games Workshop have been doing that for film franchises. I mean, I know, but some of us have morals and integrity, Gaz, right? They don't. Right, chat. It's currently 26 minutes past 1 right now. Okay. We've got a 10-minute now.
26 minutes past 1.
Past 9.
You said 1.
No, I said 9.
You said
No,
1.
I definitely said 9.
You said 1.
21. Definitely said 21. Right. Why should you just set an alarm? What's she doing? It's 21. It's 20. It's 26 minutes past 21. We're gonna have a 10-minute member-thon.
I'm so wrong.
Stand by. Go. Oh wait. Could you do an escalation series of some sort with a different title and different armies? We could, yeah. So we could do something similar, potentially. We could do something similar.
Thanks, chat. No one ever sticks up for me.
I said 21. I said 9.
Oh, I love you lot.
I said 9.
You're all love.
No, I said 9, chat. You're lying.
They've all around it.
No, so we said 9. So let's have a little gift-a-thon because we're stuck at 24 right now. And we need to finish on 99.
You should eat a sour one.
I don't want to. I don't.
Why is that? Why is that? Why don't you want to?
Why
Why is that?
Right. So I really like sour sweets. These concern me. Right? Because they were actually
up to it.
they were quite strong.
They were, weren't they?
I didn't dislike it, but they were strong.
I hope you feel bad for nearly killing me.
I didn't dislike it. I'm going to probably have more, not even on camera, because I thought they were quite nice. The black ones concern me.
Then work up to it. Try the band E number one. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Coronal Panic, sorry, says gift of membership if Liam said 1. Pridders, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a hero. Harborn, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a hero. You two are amazing. Thank you so much for 10 between you beautiful humans. Ramaclock, thank you for the 1. He says, sorry, it's only 1. I am poor this month. I have the poor this month. Don't be sorry, man. It's amazing. 1's incredible. Will Stafford, thank you for the 1 gifted as well. You're amazing. I'm tapped out from yesterday. You're incredible. I can't gift membership to liars.
Yep. Because you said 1.
Yeah, I mean, you can. You absolutely can. It's in your gifted titans, Tony. They lie all the time. Bridger, right? Bridger is a titan who says that Taco Bell is nice. I see you gift to him, and that's a flat lie. All right.
Try the band E number blue one.
Boom. Okay, the blue one.
Yeah.
They're not blue though, are they? They're a different colour. The band E number.
Well, it's not banned for us.
Bubonic berry.
It's on restricted maximum use.
It's
for
banned
us.
in many. It's banned in many countries.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
I'll put a bubonic berry in my chops when we get to 50.
No, now.
We're 14 away, Luce.
Do it now.
You're not
Pip.
playing.
Come on.
You're not playing the game.
Do it now.
No.
Do it now.
Do it now. No. No.
Do it.
No. You have to put these targets in place, woman. Luce hasn't gifted yet. No, good.
Was I supposed to gift?
No.
Did someone get me?
Lisby, thank you for the 1. Legend Lisby, thank you for the 1 gifted. No, no one got you. You don't have to gift. Don't be silly. Nothing I like more than editing the tracker to update with 1 gifted.
Do it now.
No, we're waiting. We've got 13 to go. This is how you play the game.
Yeah, I don't think they want to play. I think they just want to see.
They don't want to play. They don't. It's evident, right? But I'm kind of.
Well, think of it like a restaurant. You eat the food, then you pay.
I eat the food, then they pay.
So eat the food, then they'll pay.
Taco Bell is terrible and amazing all at once. An American icon. That's a lie. That's a flat lie. Ebflow, I just read what you wrote as well. I'm not going to read that out loud, but I read what you wrote. I can give 50 and then charge it back to my credit card. Oh, don't do that, Ash. Jesus. Don't use a credit card to give 50, mate. Don't do that. Tony, thank you for the one gifted. See, you can. You lied to me. You can gift. What a hero.
I owe 50.
No, you don't owe 50. I think if you gifted 50 on stream, we'd be close to divorce.
Really? That's all it takes? I have to do unspeakable things.
Death of Yarrick narrative campaign. I didn't write my poem on a previous stream for nothing. Eyes.
Thanks for the fight. Morty, thank you for one more, you legend. Tony, why do you feel so dirty? Pre-recorded Spearhead League? Maybe. Spearhead could be quick, easy to film. We have thought about Spearhead pre-recorded. But are we, if we do pre-recorded for 40k or Spearhead, if we do pre-recorded for 40k OS, are we doubling down on what's not performing now anyway?
Sorry, chat. Do it now.
That's twice she's done that to you tonight.
Put the second ball in your mouth. Come on. I'm not touching it.
Something's going on with your microphone. Wiggle that cable on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. We good?
Okay. See, the tech gremlins.
Loose on
agreeing
Liam's
with me.
obituary. I loved him, but he left a bad taste in my mouth. Amazing. Boarding actions. No, boarding actions is dull.
Dan, I wasn't touching the wire, so I don't have to eat one.
You look. It takes more than that, Dan, to get her to put it in her mouth. All right. She's causing so much trouble this evening. I know she's mischievous today. I took her out for dinner in town with the kids, and she's become mischievous.
Because you fed me.
Because I fed you, yeah, like a gremlin.
I said that, didn't I? I said
Yeah.
it's like warming up a lizard. As soon as you warm it up, it just turns, it runs amok.
Ash, thank you for the one gifted. We're on 40. You legend. Thank you so much,
I
man.
think I might need a new wire.
You-
Because
I
now
mean,
it's doing it on its own.
You've needed a new wire for a while. Running it in is a pain in the arse, so I haven't bothered whilst we've been getting away with it. But I think I'm going to have to pull it out at some point soon and replace it.
Do it.
Do it. No, I'm not doing it now. Jesus Christ. That would be content, was because I have to lean like that. All they get is my arse on fucking stream. I'll give you one gifted and kill team guide PDF is supposed to 5 things. Fine. I'll take it. Right. Spearhead boy. Spearhead is content that I think would be good lunchtime consumption. He asks for ideas and says no, bloody hell. Oh yeah, well, he's got to be good. They've got to be good ideas, Carl. I watch most of your talking streams, but haven't watched a game in months. Only battle reports I watch now are games I'm interested in starting in. Don't know the rules of yet. Interesting. Like what though, Mountain Manatee? What games? Talk to me, Goose. After the bed, there's no D&D and handheld camera work. If we're in charge, more mesh shirts. You want me to mesh shirts? I'll put mesh shirts. Kev, thank you for the 10 gifted. Fucking dance.
Have you got to eat one now?
I said 50 for a green one, didn't I? Kev's done it.
Well then. He's doing it, chat. He's going to do it.
They are like a luminous blue.
Banned in like 5 countries, but the UK thinks it's fine.
Now, I'm going to go on record as saying that I didn't hate the red ones, but they were pretty harsh. This one is called... You ready for it? This one is called the Bubonic Berry.
Yeah.
It's about the same.
I did wonder this. The ingredients are very,
hang on.
very similar.
It's not quite the same.
Is it punchy?
There are some harsh flavours.
Your eyes. Your
My,
eyes.
My tongue is tingling slightly, I won't lie to you.
your eyes are going bloodshot. Banned in 5 countries, but we think it's fine.
You would not have coped with that at all. That would make the eldest cry.
Are your cheeks?
Fucking hell. I mean, it's not a horrible flavour, but it's powerful.
Would you like a glass of water?
No, we're good. We're over it now.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Push through the pain. Done.
Push through the pain. So it causes pain.
Oh, fucking hell. That one, my core temperature went up. I got sweaty there.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I worry that your piss is going to be luminous later from
It
all
is
these
anyway.
sweets.
It is anyway, babe. It's fine. It is from all my supplements. Don't worry about it.
How has somebody managed to make a living off of sweets that are so sour the general public can't eat them?
Oh, now it's quite nice. Now the sour's gone.
Has it gone, or just of all the nerve endings in your mouth died?
I mean, I hope so if I have to have a black one later. If that was that strong, that's terrifying. They're terrifying. They are literally written, right? Their title. I need to find the top of the paper over because the person who sent them to us is on there, as is our address. Right? It's literally called Bubonic Berry, which I've just had. Yellow Fever, which we haven't touched yet. Sim's Super Sour Cherry, which is the one that Luce had, that she spat back out immediately. Yeah. And then this one, the black one, is literally called, right, Black Death Ultra Sour. Exclusive.
Just realised if hit 3 years 2 days, party face.
You're amazing, Garty. Thank you for the one gifted as well, dude. What a hero. 51. Oh, that was punchy. I really want to bring James down and put one in his mouth.
No, no,
A sweet, you fucking horrible cunts as well before you start.
no.
I could eat them.
Has your tongue gone really bumpy? You know when you burn your tongue and it's really bumpy?
No, but that was it was an experience. It wasn't. That wasn't. I'm starting to cool down a bit again now. It was an experience. I need some meat in a minute. Rambo, these are good.
Stick your tongue out. Burnt it,
Oh, we're good.
yeah.
Take it like a champ.
Next is Yellow Fever. I think the name suggests this is going to really raise your temperature. The Yellow Fever one.
It was. I reckon yellow won't be as bad as those. I reckon.
I think they're all going to be a little bit much of a muchness because they've all got the same ingredients except for the color, and the flavor.
That one, those green ones pissed all over those red ones. I honestly thought that was significantly stronger than the red ones, which means I did in fact give you the slightly sour cherry.
Boltec's got a great idea. Can these sweets be used in a game? You can only use CP reroll if you eat a Black Death, for example.
Yeah, but
Save it for Halloween.
We'll do it for Joe versus Brom, and we won't tell them what the sweets are called.
No, we'll get some what we'll do is we'll buy a box of roses, keep the wrappers.
A return of Demon Bull.
Maybe.
Yellow Fever just causes
How many gifted for Yellow Fever? Kev, you've done enough, mate. You got us to 50. It's everyone else's turn now. All right. Oh my lord, that was an experience. Chat play sour sweets is a great idea. The problem is now, Sam, as well, is you've shown me where this website is. I'm going to be ordering more. Sam, since you bought them, is the Black Death ones the strongest that they do?
I think so. I've got the box. Yeah.
You sit there paint to make them look like Werthers. I think we might then be running the risk of toxicity with paint at that point. Each time you use a CP, you have to use an increasingly sour sweet. I think maybe not just CPs as well. Like maybe we put Joe on with Tyranids, and every time he uses a 5-up for no pain strat, he also has to have a sour sweet.
There's one called Zombie Bombs. This would be a great Halloween stream.
Zombie Bombs sounds good, yeah. Next week, Hot Wings. I've seen the Hot Wing challenges. They're cool as shit.
What else?
So what we're going to do, what we're essentially suggesting, chat, right, at this point in time, is we slowly but surely transition from Warhammer channel to generic hobby channel to generic YouTube channel where we're doing hot wing challenges and eating sour sweets. And
They've got one called Rancid Custard.
I don't like custard
So
cold anyway.
this is for the Halloween stream. Don't tell them, because it looks like a they were a bonbon. No, I've forgotten the name of it, but they look friendly.
The worst part about that last one was my eye started twitching in its socket.
Super sour fruit pips, little tiny ones.
Super sour. Super sour. Premium content, chat, I'm telling you.
Oh, they do chocolate. Sour chocolate?
I had bacon chocolate once in Afghan.
Really?
Someone sent me bacon chocolate, yeah.
What was that
They're
like?
we've combined your two favourite things, bacon and chocolate. It wasn't very nice, Lucy. It's bacon chocolate. What were you expecting? It wasn't particularly nice at all. Halloween is a Thursday too, so Luce can avoid the suffering. Luce is unfortunately not a lunatic sellout like I am. So Luce is not the person that will be like, if we do 50 members, we'll do that. She won't do that. I'll do it. Joe will do it. Bron will get on board 9 times out of 10. Paddy will probably do it. Kyle will probably do it. Eddie will probably do it. Luce is like, no, not worth it.
Nope. I'd rather sit opposite you with something really tasty like a ham sandwich and just bask in my glory at my sensible choices.
Something. Hang on. Wait.
My yummy
Of
ham
all the
sandwich
foods,
that
of all the
isn't
foods
trying
in the world,
to kill me.
Of all the foods in the world, I'd rather sit opposite you with something yummy like a ham sandwich.
Oh, you'll be wanting the ham sandwich with one of those in your mouth.
Is that a
I might
fucking? That's a sentence. That's a sentence, isn't it? Jesus Christ, woman.
I'm gonna have all the beige food in front of me. I might just whiff some chicken nuggets your way. Just your poor choices. Smell my smart choices.
The problem I have also feeding these guys sour sweets at the studio is I think that a lot of them will do what you did and it'll come fucking firing straight back out again.
You could just catch it in a bucket then.
Yeah. Have to eat a sour sweet to pass battle shock test, no running allowed. I mean, I'm not against this kind of silly stuff, by the way. Chat play sour sweets is a bonus we could bring back. Clip that, yeah, I know, yeah, right? Hey Chris, how's it going? Hey Soldier, how's it going? You're both late. Oh.
You might have to check if there's any allergies though, because I'd hate for one of them to end up in A&E because of these sweets.
As long as we're filming it, it's
You
content,
might
innit?
need to check. And how would you go about checking if you're not going to tell them how sour they are?
Yeah,
You could do the brown sauce test. So
I just
find
know.
a
Wait,
cafe.
wait. If I have to follow them to hospital in a camera, it's content.
you could take them to a cafe,
Yeah.
buy them a bacon sandwich, put brown sauce on it.
Joe in an
And
ambulance.
if they eat it and they go, oh, brown sauce, cool.
If I took
then you're
Joe,
fine.
if I took Joe to a cafe and bought him a bacon sandwich and put brown sauce on it, he'd spit at me.
So then he probably can't.
Because
have-
just because he drowns everything in ketchup. That's why.
Oh, so it's not that he'll have some kind of anaphylactic.
I don't think he has a problem with brown sauce. He just drowns
Okay.
everything in ketchup.
So you're probably fine then.
Early here, 6:44. Fair enough. Late on stream though. All right. Smell my smart choices. Best line ever. I know. I think. Yeah. I don't think we. I also don't think we can give Joe the Black Death when he has his hernia.
Yeah.
Because I felt my body tense when I put the when I put the bubonic berry one in my chops. I felt my body tense for a moment. It was like an ab workout for a brief second.
Next is yellow fever.
But yeah, I've got my. Have you seen this? I got myself a little selfie stick
Why have you got a selfie stick?
for content.
Oh, you've turned into one of those.
Because yeah, but we need to do something because views are on their ass. Look, I've got a little magnet camera that goes on my little selfie stick. Boop, 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 like that. And we can go to Hellstorm event and film the event. I could be one of those. Look, you ready?
Are you going to put your halo ring in the gym?
Oh God, no! No, not that person. No. You can't see the camera.
My screen's flashing on and off like a discotheque, so...
Yeah, I can see. There's that. Premium content. It's got a little stand on. Look. Right. Isn't that good? You don't seem impressed.
No.
I'm disappointed.
No.
Why?
I'm not a fan of the selfie stick people and the halo ring people and...
To be honest with you, it's mildly irrelevant whether you're a fan or not, because the business makes video content. That's what happens.
Then why ask?
Because I wanted you to just be positive about it. Because it's part of your job is when I say something, you go, babe, that sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
And then chat like, Luce thinks it's a good idea as well.
Okay, I do have a diploma in performing arts.
Do you?
Try me again.
Luce thought I got myself a selfie stick.
Wow!
Fuck off. I've never heard a wow out of you. Can you use a selfie stick without a handheld camera? I'm not hand holding the camera, Des, am I?
How are you gonna...
I'm not hand holding the camera, am I? I'm hand holding the selfie stick. I'm not hand holding the camera. Think about it. Bacon with brown sauce is king. Bacon with brown sauce is pretty good. Have to admit, I prefer ketchup on bacon and brown... Right, hang on. No. Right. Best for a bacon sandwich, right? Ketchup. Brown sauce. HP or Daddy's, your choice. Okay. Barbecue sauce. Or secret option number 4. You ready? Adrian, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You fucking sexual human. I knew I liked you. Up to 56.
Ooh, fried egg.
Yeah, correct. That's the right choice.
I'm going. Report poll.
What? We haven't crossed the border. That's the first time Luce has had that reaction to Liam's stick.
Yeah.
It's also the biggest one of my sticks she's seen. Luce confirming she knows how to fake it. I mean, if you believe that... I think event recap things are fun. I mean, I would if I do like event coverage with the selfie stick and my action camera that I bought, right? My little Insta Ace Pro, which is fucking cool. Look, you ready? This is cool. Oh, so you can see what you're filming when you're filming yourself. Fancy it. Oh, I need right.
I'm the wrong audience, babe. I really
My
couldn't care less.
job is YouTube, and I'm not a very good YouTuber.
Okay.
Okay, Jenny.
Okay, Jenny.
I'm not a very good YouTuber because what I do is I do 7 streams a week and fuck all else. That screen is putting me off, by the way.
How do you think I have like a 5-second window?
It's like you're watching it's like you're watching a police show from here, right? You're lit and then you're dark, and then you're lit and then you're dark. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, can you do something about that screen?
I don't know what to do with it.
Unplug the cable, plug it back into your laptop
I'm not
or something.
unplugging anything. Laffy Toppy is on
sake.
his knees right now.
It's hard. It's hard to talk to you when it's like dark, light. Like, what is going on? Anyway, I'm not a very good YouTuber in the sense that I do 7 streams a week. I don't do fucking anything else. YouTubers do vlogs and pre-recorded and all this kind of shit, and I don't do any of that stuff. I'm shit at it. And part of the reason, so vlogging is incredibly popular on YouTube, and one of the reasons why I don't do it is I always think that I'd be the person out and about with that I think I look like a knob. Newsflash, I normally look like a knob anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. At least I'm not fucking getting flashed at whilst I'm sat still. So I figured I might as well lean into looking like a knob, right? Fried egg is cheating in this case. No, it's definitely an accompaniment to a bacon sandwich. I would argue if you take the bacon out, a fried egg sandwich is a bit shit.
No.
I know a lot of you are going to disagree, right? I know. And I am partial to eggs. I like eggs, good protein. But a fried egg sandwich on its own is dull.
No.
And therefore, it's only really decent in a sandwich when it accompanies bacon.
Food for the soul is an egg sandwich.
Nothing to lose. Exactly, right? Exactly. So I'm going to try and be... So I bought this for the bike channel that I've made. And then I was sat here with it today once it turned up, because it all turned up yesterday when I was at the studio. And I was sat here with this and I was like, I bought this for the bike channel, but actually, we could use this for the 40k channel.
What number do they need to get to for you to have yellow fever?
It's 100 and it's a black one.
Oh, good. So at any point we can all call yellow fever and you do it.
No. No.
Oh, is somebody getting some smart choices now?
It's not. I've not changed the choice. It was the same. Harry, welcome to Scalded. What legend? Up to 57. Right? It's not a batch, Captain Chaos. Right? Let's not start this argument. It's not a batch. Right? You fucking Northerners. We had this in OnlyFans the other day. It is not a batch. Right? A batch is a group of them. A batch is more than one.
Well, you don't make one batch. You make
a batch is more than one.
Half a dozen batches.
What's up with that? What's up with that glue that's not working? Oh, it's a bad batch. Because more than one. Right? A batch is more than one.
Well, why are you referring to just the one glue that's not doing very well if the whole batch is bad?
Because they have batch numbers on them, so you know that, oh, if that one's wrong, check the batch number, you remove all of them. We used to have batch numbers on all of our kosh, all right?
So when you say get a cob on, what are you referring to there? A bread thing? A cob? Getting a cob on?
Corn comes on a cob. A batch is not, it's a bread roll, right? That's what it is. It's a roll
not a
made
roll.
of bread.
It's not a roll. It's not a hot dog. It's like
not a hot dog, correct. A hot dog bun's a hot dog bun, loose. You're right.
But a roll, you've rolled the dough, which you haven't. You've sort of squished the dough. So calling it a roll is weird.
It's a bread roll, loose.
No, it's a batch.
It's not a batch. A batch is more than one.
It's a batch. Oh, look, Maudie. Spent money on you, babe. You need to put one in your mouth.
We need... It's not Empress Road. We need more yellow ones than that for yellow fever. I'm telling you. Thank you, Morty, for the 10.
You don't want another ab workout?
A bun, Simon, a bun is also acceptable, as is a bap. A bap is acceptable. A bap, a bun, and a bread roll, they're all acceptable, right? They're all acceptable. A batch, incorrect. We had this discussion in Danes when they were like, this is where you really know that the Northerners are uneducated. When they go, it's breakfast, dinner, and tea. No, it's not. No, it's not breakfast, dinner, and tea. Tea's a drink.
I think we get that from free school dinners. Like the school dinners. It's not school
I never had school dinners. I had school lunches.
You never had school dinners?
We had school lunches, and then you're having a hot lunch was what we were asked. And we had lunch ladies, and they all think we're mental when we talk about this, but we had lunch ladies, right? And you have breakfast, and then you have brunch, and you know that the middle meal is called lunch because breakfast and lunch is brunch. How dare you?
Yellow fever.
If the middle, thank you, Morley, for the 10. If the middle meal was in fact dinner, it wouldn't be brunch, would it? It would be brinner. You'd have breakfast, brinner, dinner. But you don't. You have brunch. You have breakfast, brunch, lunch. You then have afternoon tea, which is a drink.
Not always. You have a slice of cake with afternoon tea.
Which is a drink. You have a slice of cake with afternoon tea. So afternoon tea is a drink.
Or you call it high tea.
Afternoon tea. Then you have dinner in the evening, and then supper.
What time's supper?
After dinner. Okay, that's how it works. There's no arguments here. Breakfast, lunch, dinner is the only correct order. Ghastly, you are right. You are forgiven all past evils. Second breakfast and 11sies. I mean, yeah, if you're a hobbit.
Oh, Dinner Ladies. Did you ever watch the show Dinner Ladies?
I did, yes.
Oh.
Well, I say I watched it a bit. I didn't watch it a lot. I didn't watch it religiously. Chat, we've got 6 minutes and 43 members and 123 people watching with only 101 likes. I love that Liam's schedule is hobbity. I live by Lord of the Rings, right? My Mizu just arrived. Gad, you can fuck off. I don't think it helps that I'm drinking sour cherry with this as well.
It might be muted for you now. It might just be cherry mead.
No, it still says sour.
Oh, is that bottle empty?
Yeah, would you like it?
Yeah, I think
Nice bottle, actually, isn't
I
it?
think I want to use it.
I do like a nice mead. Do you want it now?
No, no. Do it now.
Do it now! Breakfast can be eaten all day. No, not true. Breakfast can be eaten all day if you've not eaten anything else, I guess, because you're breaking the fast. Hence breakfast, obviously. 6 meals a day in this economy. I'm not saying I eat all of them, right? No argument, you're just wrong. I'm not. I have the microphone. What do you mean, what the fuck, Luton? What are you talking about? A fried egg is the best accompaniment to a bacon sandwich.
But a fried egg sandwich on its own.
It's not. It's not.
Food.
No, it's not good.
Yes, it is.
It's not. No.
Oh,
No.
It's such a simple delight.
No. You're so
Egg
northern
sandwich.
sometimes.
Oh, it's
A
amazing.
fried egg sandwich on its own
Fresh
is.
out the fryer,
it's for
so
people
it
that-
melts the butter.
It's for people that can't afford fucking bacon. That's what it's for.
I loves me an egg sandwich.
Oh, Pridders, you motherfucker.
Right, that's it. Get it in there.
I don't want to do this.
Get it in there.
I was like, I'm actually okay that we're not at 100.
I'm here with my safe, smart choices.
Oh, no.
I'm going to have something really boring like cornflakes in a minute.
I strongly suggest this one's going to hurt me.
Yeah. Well, my first aid's not up to date, so you're on your
I'm
own,
going to
kid.
pour some more mead to wash this down. Pridders, thank you for 50 gifted. I hope you think this is worth it. My temperature has just risen thinking about this.
You have some kind of sour sweet PTSD.
Oh my god, I'm not excited about this one at all. I'm not excited. Pridders, thank you for 50. Mate, it's too generous, to be honest with you. We have hit 4 or 5 out of the 7 targets this week with minimal to no John McCardle intervention because he's been very, very busy with work. And he messaged me the day apologising. I was like, don't be sorry, you fucking carry us half the time. But he messaged me the day saying, really, really sorry, I've not been present. Work has been crazy, right? So we'll forgive him because he's Johnny, he's a legend. But
Right, that's enough. That's enough procrastinating.
I'm
Come on.
waiting for the number to finish. I'll update the tracker. I'll put a black one in my mouth.
All the sour sweets.
I both love and hate you right now. Right. 107 members, chat. Thank you so much, Pridders. 1 per cheek, you can fuck off. Not gonna happen, Gaz.
So there are no heart conditions that we know of, so I shouldn't need to leap across the table and give you some kind of cardiac support.
I can't open the packet because my fingers are sweating. Oh my. They smell like they're gonna hurt.
Do they smell like aniseed?
I really hate aniseed. I hope they're not aniseed.
That's my only association with black sweets like that, is that there's some kind of aniseed.
So this one, chat, from Mr. Sim's Sweet Shop, is called the Black Death Ultra Sour Experience. Your fucking mouth's watering over there.
You don't have to do it. Take it out your mouth if it's too much.
No, listen. I've never given you that luxury. The green ones were shit. Look at
Think
the
about
fear
it
in his
this
eyes.
way. Once you've done it, it's over.
How are you allowed to use all these phrases? And I get told no.
And no means.
Maybe. Fuck me. So Galahad, thank you for the 1 gifted. That stung the second it goes in.
Is it aniseedy?
I don't know right now.
You're just going red.
Fucking hell.
Do you want some bread? Or a glass of milk? Breathe in for 4.
I think we're over the pain.
Out for 6.
We weren't over the pain. We weren't over the pain. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
Do you want a tissue?
It tastes like burning.
Have you burnt your tongue?
Oh, I'm sweating again.
I can hear your stomach.
We're okay now.
Are you?
To be fair, once you get over the initial punch in the throat from every single one of these, the flavours aren't bad. But the first, like 30 seconds, you can't taste it.
Is it aniseed?
Because your tongue just hurts. No, it's not. No, because your tongue just hurts. It tastes like. What does it taste like now? It tastes like a Tang plastic almost, like a Haribo.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my fucking lord! I am sweating. I would have another one, but they're not pleasant. Do you want to just put one in your mouth?
No. No.
What would it take?
What would it take?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
What would it take, Liz?
No.
Tell chat. Tell them now.
No.
Oh my fucking god.
You're so silly.
I'm actually uncomfortable right now. My hands are clammy. Okay.
Next
oh,
up,
dear.
yellow fever.
I feel like yellow fever will be a come down after this, though.
There you go, see? It's more like an after dinner mint at this point.
150 yellow fever, go. Fuck me. Grind it and sniff the powder. I think I've seen too much Jackass. I thought this was cool. Says Soldier of Nerdism.
I'm not cool.
No.
It's not news.
Okay, we're alright now. We're good. That was bad. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
I wonder what happens to a 7-year-old if you give them one.
We have one.
No.
Did you call him down?
Not my 7-year-old.
I'd like to.
That sweet has sorted the white balance.
I'd like to give one to the dog for a laugh.
No.
But she's quite old now. She'd probably die. I would legitimately like to see you try and hold one in your mouth.
No.
I would.
No. No.
I'm not saying that I think you'll do it, but I'd like to see it. What is brown sauce in the bowl? It's sauce that's brown, isn't it? James. A silly question. Predators, thanks for that, mate. That wasn't as much crunch idea. What?
No, I was just breathing.
Not your 7-year-old. Liam, go out and lure kids with candy for content. With my selfie stick. Yeah. I had worked that up to be much worse than it actually was. When I first popped that sweet in, I was like, this is pretty bad. Then I moved it from one side of my mouth to the other, went, oh fuck.
You should have stayed.
That my tongue then was on fire, and then when I moved it, my temperature went way. I was like, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, Captain Chaos, we don't do trick-or-treating here. I don't believe in trick-or-treating. My kids have never been trick-or-treating, and I've never answered the door to trick-or-treaters. I know a lot of Americans out there will be like, death to Liam, because it's like one of your biggest pastimes, trick-or-treating, but I fucking hate trick-or-treating. And in this country, at least, trick-or-treating very quickly became not as, I think, intended. And what we ended up seeing quite quickly were teenagers with nothing but a mask, maybe, walking up to a door and going, trick-or-treat. Like, you haven't dressed up. You've not got in costume. It's ridiculous. And then when people wouldn't give anything out because guess what, they haven't tried, they'd be fucking egging houses and ripping flowers out of front gardens because typically English people are cunts. So we don't do trick-or-treating here. I would honestly, as a one-off, consider buying tons of these sweets if I thought for 1 minute they'd leave the house and put it in their mouth on the walking down the drive. I would trick-or-treat and let people have them. They won't. They'll go in a bag and they'll go home, and I won't get to see the pain in the child's face. So, because I can't see the pain, we still won't do trick-or-treating. But if I thought for a minute they'd walk off my driveway and put it in their mouth and I get to watch from the window, I'd give these out.
I've heard of somebody doing toffee onions instead of toffee apples toffee
I
onions.
quite like onion though, so you know. Thank you for the one gifted. Luton says, I think Lou secretly wants to try one, but she's waiting for us to convince her into it. You missed the first 15 minutes when she had one of the less sour ones, Luton. And the rude words she called me. So, do you have a fact, Luce?
I learnt a cool fact today, but it's not as zippy as my other ones.
Pridders, are you a Thane, by the way? You gift a shit ton. I often look at the people that gift loads, and I'm like, I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm very, very glad, and I hope we keep hitting membership targets. But when I see some people that gift a lot, I'm like, you know, you could get a Thane's membership and gift less, and then you get access to a WhatsApp community as well. And that WhatsApp community is incredibly active to the tune of about 1,000 to 1,200 messages in a 24-hour period. And there also is, in that same WhatsApp community, there are a book club. They're currently reading, I think it's Black Legion, but it might be Talon of Horror, someone correct me. There is a RPG thread, which they're currently discussing the idea of running a Thane's RPG. There is guest questions when we have a guest. There is, what else is there? There's other things in there. A fitness thread, and something else. I can't remember what the other one is. So, you know, if you become a Thane member, you get access to that WhatsApp community. You also get early access to merchandise. You get an additional discount on merchandise. We really look after the Thanes and above. Alex, thank you for becoming a Hescartia member, you legend. What a hero. Love you, Alex. Do you want some black sour sweets? I can ride them up one day. When I've stopped dripping. Not yet. Oh, yeah. Just saying, mate. It would have saved you money. You could have become a Thane, gifted less memberships, and I wouldn't have had to eat that black sweet. Thanes is not a cult. Thanes is... There's a number of people that I've said to them in the past, if you become a Thane tier member, you will curse my name because you won't want to leave. There's a number of people like, fuck, now I've had a taste of the community, I don't want to leave. So, right, you've got a loose fact ready.
I've written down the one I learnt today.
No, don't.
What?
You've just told everyone it's an actual fact.
I think it's really cool, though. I think it's really cool.
I mean, that kind of negates the point of loose fact, though. What is it with you tonight?
Oh,
Why
the cat's out the bag.
Why
It's
did
a
you-
real fact because you all were on a knife edge anyway.
Why do you want to see the world burn today?
I don't want to see the world burn.
During the Middle Ages, parents would bury their children's milk teeth to protect them from a witch's curse, instead of leaving it for the tooth fairy.
What have you done with all of our children's teeth?
They're either in the filter of the washing machine or in my dressing gown pocket.
It's weird. It's weird. She's like the actual bone collector.
Because the teeth always come out
She
at
has
bedtime.
She has a dressing gown. Honestly, she has a dressing gown full of children's teeth. Chat.
Our children's teeth. Not just
Allegedly.
miscellaneous children's teeth.
There's no proof. There's no proof it's our children's teeth. Roland Bain, thank you for 10 gifted memberships, you fucking legend. What a hero. In which country is that?
I guess our country.
Anyone who doesn't build and paint their spearhead by the end of the weekend has to do a black sweetie. Amazing. I'm into it, guys. I'm into that. Guest questions. Yeah, guest questions. Yeah. Thane Supremacy. Spearhead boot camps for Thanes Plus as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You were doing Tooth Fairy stuff when they were learning in the studio earlier, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, because yesterday was National Tooth Fairy Day. And I do these like very quick topics just to help break the week up. Because you never know what topic is going to be the thing that sparks a passion that then they pursue. So you never know. And I thought, I could do the really boring stuff about what all your teeth are called and how to look after our teeth and do the Coca-Cola test where you put a tooth in a glass of Coke and you watch it disintegrate and look how terrible Coke is for you. You could also do the same with milk and orange juice and your teeth would still do something. And then at the bottom of my screen, when I was trying to find an angle to make this really fun and engaging, it touched on children's mythology. And the three main figureheads of children's mythology is the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and Santa. And I thought, we're not a religious household, so we don't actively exercise a religion in here, and yet they seem to know an awful lot about these three figures that we've kind of gone along with because we don't know how much they know, so we don't want to correct anything. So I thought, well, I'll print off a fact file thing and I'll get Ben to fill it in. And some of the answers he came out with today are just bloody adorable.
Yeah.
I said, where does the Tooth Fairy live? And he went, in the Tooth Fairy shop, like that.
Yeah.
And then we had a bit of like echolalia with the sound for about 10 minutes. And then I said, why is the Tooth Fairy collecting all of your teeth? And he said, well, she's checking them to see if they're okay.
Yeah. I mean, not that you're going to put it back in your mouth, but yeah. I heard that answer, by the way.
Oh, okay. So then what does she do after she's checked them? Well, she puts them in her handkerchief. Okay. And then that was it.
Yeah. Mark Ralph, welcome to becoming a Skull Tier member. I don't know why it's retracted your message. I don't know what's gone on there, but welcome to Skull Tier anyway. Pretty's has upgraded the thing! Dane, sound the horn! WhatsApp is going to kick off now. They get
messages.
They get WhatsApp ends up full of light the beacons and sound the horns. You won't know what light the beacons is, though, will you?
No.
You haven't watched Lord of the Rings yet.
Okay.
Honestly. Pritters, thank you for becoming a Thane. Get yourself in WhatsApp. It's 100% worth it. Now you can officially. So Thanes is £45 a month, right? Which means now you can gift 9 less members a month. Which means you put that burden onto someone else, and then they have to gift 9 more members, and eventually they go, I might as well just become a Thane. And that's how we take over the world. This is multi-level marketing right now. Ash says, I've noticed Liam laughs at my jokes more now I'm a Thane, just saying.
Jorfin says, milk teeth, alternate name for baby teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call them milk teeth.
I heard James learning about the Norse mythology behind Tooth Fairy stuff as well, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah.
That interests me more.
If I have this right, because there's a French story, and I can't even begin to say it, but their Tooth Fairy story is the Tooth Fairy turns into a mouse.
No, I thought that was...
That then hides under an evil king's pillow and helps the queen kill the king or something.
Are you sure that's French?
But there's also
I thought it was like Spanish or something.
Yeah, there's a Spanish one that's... So the French one...
Who was the rat?
Well, this is it.
Was that Mexican?
The rat was the Spanish one, but the French one was in the mid-18th century, and the Spanish one was the late 19th century. So, but this happens a lot of the time, doesn't it? That a lot of folklore is like, kind of carbon copied.
I feel like the inside of my mouth and cheeks is scarred. Honestly. Printers, make sure you get yourself in Thanes, by the way. You fucking legend. Lastminute.com, and he's decided to become a Thane tier. What a hero. You're amazing.
Who was it that is a Skald now?
Mark Ralph became a Skull Tier member, but has now decided to delete the message, or someone deleted the message. I don't know what's happened there.
Oh, okay.
But thank you so much, Printers, by the way. Get yourself in WhatsApp. WhatsApp is where it's at for the Thanes, you beautiful humans. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, Tat. We're 30 minutes over. I'm still currently like getting over that thing.
Hold it.
Oh, okay. So it got retracted because Gaz's laptop went mad.
Are we ready for the flying border collie?
Printers.
Yeah.
Oh, she was asleep.
She was snoozing.
That's the hat trick for Printers as well. An upgrade, some gifted memberships, and a super chat all in one night.
Thank you very much, Pritters.
He did the hat trick. What a fucking legend. You're all amazing. Thank you for another week of support, you beautiful human beings. We really appreciate it all. As Luce always says...
Best chat.
Best chat, thank you. You're a bit slow on the uptake there.
Sorry, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'll allow it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the incredible support. Next week, we're going to return, right? Next week looks a little different, and I don't know how it looks yet. I'm going to ask, because this is the other thing we do, I'm going to ask the Thanes for their opinion. So on Monday, we'll be back with the Great Hall Hobby Hangout in the evening, and I'll probably be continuing to paint my Wraithguard on stream. I'm very much looking forward to that. On Tuesday, Peachy's back in the studio. So it definitely means that the evening stream will be different because it's going to be Warcry instead of Age of Sigmar, because Peachy's mad for Warcry and he's very excited to come down and play on stream. The lunchtime, we have 2 options. We can film another saga with Peachy and attack it from a slightly different angle, and I've got some ideas as to what to do. What I'm actually thinking about doing, and I need to message him about this if I don't see him on Sunday, is I'm thinking about setting him up for a Liam and Joe hobby show, but with Peachy sat there instead of me and Joe, right? Not just him on his own. One of us will be with him, obviously, okay? So I'm thinking about doing that, and you guys can then ask live questions via the stream. I think that could be cool, because we've already done a saga with him. And I'm not going to try and... It's also the best performing saga we've done. I don't want to flog that dead horse. It's like getting loose on stream to play 40k. I'm not going to break that glass and then break the glass again. I don't think that works. I'm going to try and do something different, I think. right? Wednesday, we're back with the Warhammer show. Thursday, we're back with the Liam and Joe show, and he should be back by then, Joe, at least. And then Thursday evening, we've got a live game of Warhamster 40k. And on Thursday evening, on our live game of Warhamster 40k, we have, and I'm not stalling just as I open the sheet right now, we have planned Joe versus Brom and me on the Dick. And then Friday, there is no After Dark stream, because the intent is that me, Joe, and Paddy will be in Sheffield for the Great Hall event hosted by Hellstorm Wargaming. And hopefully what we can do is we can stick in Discord a bar on Friday evening that we're sat in, and everyone can come and have a beer before the event on Saturday, and we can get to know all of our community people.
That'd be lovely.
Be really nice, right? That's the plan, okay? The hobby show would be great. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't want to do a hobby show with him before, or a live sync talk with him before, because I wanted to save all the questions from the Thanes for guest questions for the actual pre-recorded. We've done that now, so I feel like we could do a live show. Peachy, I'm here for it, right? And what I might do is I might have Joe and Peachy hobby next to each other, and I'll run the deck and ask all the questions. I might do that, but we'll see. Beautiful. That's the plan for tomorrow week. The last week in August. Your support has been phenomenal. 1 week to go, team. 1 week to go. We can get through it together. Tomorrow, I get to go get my Mampa. And then I'm off to the first Saints home game of the season. My first of my season ticket. I'm very excited.
Is this against Ipswich?
No, Nottingham Forest.
Oh.
And then on Sunday, I'm supposed to be driving 3 hours to Peachy to hang out with him for the day at his PeachCon. And if the weather's good, I'm thinking about jumping on the bike and doing a big tour ride, which I have never done before. And that's why I'm excited about it. I'm also like, I could film building the whole Lego Barada. Barada. Yeah. Options.
You sound like you've got cotton mouth.
That was hard. And it was incredibly hard. And the face wasn't a straight face. And it was hard to keep it that straight. Because what happens is you put that black one in your mouth. Like I said, I move it from one side to the other. And what happens is your face wants to turn inside out.
Yeah. Makes your smile curl right in the corner.
We haven't had a...
You haven't done it.
Should we do a...
Yeah.
To end the show?
Yeah.
Calgar, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. We've seen a couple of names tonight that I've never seen before. Thank you so much for 5 gifted, dude. We're going to get a yellow fever to end the show, which I feel... Well, they're stuck together. Which I feel like is going to be anticlimactic. Because we've done the Black Death now.
Is your mouth just filled with saliva?
I don't know why I've just suddenly thought this was a good idea. It's a terrible idea. I don't know why I've done this.
Because you make poor choices.
I do.
And we are capitalising on those poor choices.
Part of the reason why you chose me. Because I make poor choices and you're like, I'm here for that. I'm here to watch another man be a fucking lunatic and entertain me.
I'm here to watch a buffoon in action.
We have a yellow fever. Craigar, thank you for the 5 gifted. Awful Gamer, thank you for the 5 gifted. They want to see yellow fever, at least, obviously, right? We're on 100. Let me do this first. End goal, 131. I don't feel like this is going to be as bad as the Black Death. But this one's called Yellow Fever. So, you know, how bad can it be? How bad? What's that from? The Lorax.
Yeah.
I think I'm immune to it now.
So you've killed...
Oh, fuck me! God. It's worse! It's worse! I've made a mistake! Fucking hell!
Maybe they should put the percentages of what malic acid they've put in.
There's tears!
You silly boy!
Oh my god, it's much worse! Oh, these are the worst! Oh! Oh my fucking god! You see my eyes?
Would you like a tissue?
That was the worst. They are much worse than the black ones.
So what we're going to do is then we're going to sell them to Joe as they're lemon flavoured. They're a bit zingy.
Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a terrible idea. Oh, fucking hell.
Just let your body go through the motions. I think you're making a bit of a song and dance about it now, babe.
That was fucking pain. That was much worse. That made me cry.
Is it lemon flavoured?
I don't know. There's nothing flavoured. It's pain flavoured, Luce. I just ate a bowl of fucking lava. Oh my shit, the bed. I was like, one's called the Black Death, right? The Black Death Ultra Sour. And this was like yellow fever. Holy shit, the fucking bed. That was horrible. That's the only one out of the 4 of them that I probably wouldn't have again.
I had a feeling it'd be pretty bad with the malic acid, and it's
Fuck
called
me.
yellow fever.
Oh, I am warm. Chat, we almost got to 150 as well. Oh my lord. Awful Gamer, thank you for the 5. Demogorgon, thank you for the 10. Yeston, thank you for the 5. I'm not grateful at the moment. I'm gonna... Oh my fucking god. Actual tears came out. Actual tears came out my eyes then.
You silly Billy.
But how are they the worst
You
ones?
need to go in for 4, out for 6.
How do we accidentally save the worst one till last as well? That was much worse.
Would you like some bread and a glass of milk?
I want to go in the corner and cry. That was much worse. At least now, though, right, chat? At least now, when I take this 4-pack of sweets into the studio, both Tuesday and Thursday, every single one of you can legitimately sit in front of Joe, Brom, Peachy, anyone, and be like, Liam's had one of each.
Yeah. Do it now.
You can legitimately tell every single one of them, Liam's had one of each, you fucking pussies. Oh my fucking god. That hurts my face. Thank you for all those gifts. We got 4 away from 150 people. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how grateful we are for all the gifteds. Right. I'm good to go now and cry in the corner. I'm actually uncomfortable.
What, like stomachache?
No. Up here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm sweating here as well.
Yeah.
Like it's genuinely pulled my whole core temperature up that. Right, anyway. It's a COVID test, that one. I can't taste anything. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with. Yeah, I'm off sick, so I've got COVID, and I know I've got COVID because I can't taste anything. Right, have a yellow fever. I'm gonna watch your face.
It's just a bit lemony.
Right, okay, you're fine. Get into work. Anyway. Oh, Carl. Thanks, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. You know what? You know what? Oh my. Oh no, wrong one. I can't think at the moment. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh no, not that one. Ignore that.
Baltic, there may be screams from the toilet tonight.
We're gonna end the poll. Fried eggs one, as is all right and proper. T-shirt giveaway team, you've got till past. We're gonna draw it and go. All right. Carl gave us 5 gifted. We went over the 150 target. You deserve a T-shirt. You've hung out with us all week. You've stuck with us. It's been a quiet week. Some of you have really pulled through. Really pulled through. You deserve a t-shirt.
Did
Giveaways
Joe
live.
lose a model?
What? Why? When?
First Joe gets COVID, then he loses Gabriel Seth. Now he has to eat turbo sour candies, the poor man.
Oh, there's a rumour that there's I don't know if it's rumour or confirmed, but there's a rumour that a specific unit that he loves so much has been taken out of the game.
Oh. Why?
I like chili, but I think there's some chilies out there that make me sit there and sweat as well. We'll do like 40k hot wing challenges and stuff like that. I'm here for it. Kyle's dying to do that kind of stuff. But Kyle also loves hot food, so I think that's unfair.
I will also be making a smart choice and not participating in the hot wings.
I never thought you'd participate in hot wings, to be fair. I am. Before that one, I was okay. I was like, they're all right. I'd actually probably, out of choice, have another one of any of those three.
Stick your tongue out. It's stripped off the blue.
So I was like, I would probably, by choice, have any one of those three as a random, because I like sour. You know I like sour stuff anyway. But I was like, they're bad, but I don't think they're that bad. There you can fuck off. I want to know why they can't be given to below 8-year-olds.
I know,
like,
me
what
too.
happens?
I think it's the acid in it.
Shit tea. Thanks, Soldier. We currently have, in the giveaway team, 44 eligible people. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, they're not recommended for children under the age of 8, and it does state on the packet it can cause stomach irritation and irritation for your mouth. Girl 10 ends up in hospital after trying Black Death Sour Sweet.
I just fucking smashed 4 of the fucking things. I feel like the insides of my cheeks have now got rough skin.
Oh, toothpaste will be interesting.
Oh my god. I think it's because you don't want 8-year-olds swearing like that. It's probably true. How many times do you have to type t-shirt? Just once and you're in. If you type it once, you're in. Alright? I'm going to draw it in a minute. Literally in 1 minute, I'm going to draw the video, draw the t-shirt giveaway. You could do a short video of Thanes and Aces trying sweets each at the hobby weekend.
A mum fears her daughter's voice is permanently damaged after trying a viral sour sweet challenge, which I think is the Black Death.
Those yellow ones are much worse. Either that or the Black Death stripped away all of my barrier and then the yellow one just hit me hard. One of the two.
Oh, it's because she got the sweet stuck in her throat.
Oh. I think you may have a sore stomach tomorrow. Now we'll be fine.
Chemical-like burns in her throat.
When I was younger, much younger, I used to be called Vulture Guts. I would be the person that get to test the chicken off the barbecue to see if it was cooked. If it was undercooked, I'd still eat it. They'd fucking put the rest of it back on the barbecue. My stomach will be fine, trust me. I don't get easy upset stomachs, so I'm not particularly concerned about that.
Oh my god, Mum's urgent warning as common sweets burn layers off of son's tongue.
I can feel that. Mum fears child voice permanently damaged after sweet. Turns out she's just a scouse. Anywho, right. T-shirt time, team. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Martin Easterman, you've won yourself a t-shirt, you beautiful human being. I mean, he's done all the super chatting tonight as well, so he probably deserves it. Martin, you've got yourself a t-shirt in the t-shirt giveaway. So just WhatsApp me, because you've got me on WhatsApp, and I'll organise you a voucher if you would like one of our fancy t-shirts to wear in your fancy club. All right? Anyway, we have 106 people still watching, and we have, if I go to the tube of the U, to YouTube, we have Mikey Live, Play On Live, and that's it. So we're going to raid Mikey right now, right? I'm feeling in a good mood. We're going to raid Mikey. We're going to send you all over to Mikey right now. I've got the hiccups. Where is he? Hellstorm Wargaming. Cool. We're gonna go over to Mikey immediately, right? So we're gonna raid him immediately. So I'm gonna end the stream really, really fast. We're gonna drop into Mikey. The phrase is, I'd rather eat yellow fever than watch your stream. That's the phrase. All right?
Yeah.
Good. Because he'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about, eating yellow fever? That's what we do. That's the phrase. Okay? We're going to go raiding Mikey right now. We're up at his next week for the Great Hall event hosted by Hellstorm Wargaming. And I'm looking forward to hanging out with him for the weekend, to be honest with you. So we'll go raid him now. Show him some love. If you've got a membership in your tank somewhere, just one in the tank somewhere, or a £2 super chat, throw it at him as soon as you go in there, right? Because Mikey deserves it. He doesn't hit 100 members every stream. He's a lovely guy. I've got a lot of time for Mikey. His saga should be out this weekend. Okay? There we go. Anywho, that's it from us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the gifters. You people are amazing. Thank you for all the super chats. You people are amazing. Martin, make sure you DM me on WhatsApp, and at some point, probably in the new week, so sometime probably Monday, I'll sort you out a voucher for a t-shirt, mate. And I think that covers everything. Lucy, you've been awesome. I'm so sorry I called it Slightly Sour Cherry. It was so worth it.
That's fine.
Oh. Go show Mikey some love. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you
In the next one.
in the next one.